Hey guys, I'm Colwen, come back with another Transformers video, and today I've got 2 for 1. We're doing a versus of the 2010, bit early there, of the 2010 Generations Deluxe Class Warpath and the 2018 Kingdom Wars Warpath. Kingdom Wars Warpath here transforms into a General Motors M551 Sheridan. The real one, the tank turret's actually noticeably thinner, but apparently it being an M1 Sheridan is the intended ult mode for this guy. This guy, however, Generations Warpath didn't care. He was rocking the Scorpion Halo tank mode when it was cool and awesome. He's got the nice H treads going on. So, before I get more in depth with these two guys, let me go ahead and bring in Film Noir Spider-Man. We got Scourge in truck mode. We've got Hubcap. And the soda can. And if you give me a moment, I'll bring in the other guys. So, a little side by side with the hubcap, right? So, getting back to the, let's talk about the older one first. He's got all this nice silver paint detailing going on. The missile is put away, but he comes with an actual rockin' goodness missile launcher, and that was a strong missile even. It's got the cool, little grenade launchers over here that does not launch anything, but it's still nice. Look at the underside there. Look, there is no robot kibble. Yeah, there's the legs, but if you didn't know what you're looking at, you know. He's got a bunch of nice silver painted on treads. He's got these nice wheels. He doesn't roll very well. He more just slides, which is why he's all scratched up on the paint on the bottom here. But, yeah. I believe I added this little bit of black along here. But he's got nice molded in detailing and stuff. And yeah, that's his crotch back there. But he's good. He's good. His vehicle mode's nice. He's got a spinning turret. You can wiggle around his weapons. His barrel can go up and down. I think I modified that. That's a modification right there. This guy, he's actually pretty accurate to a real life tank. His turret's thicker than it should be. He's got a nice molded in detailing. Like if I want to take even a Sharpie, a black tip Sharpie to this thing, I could pick out all the grills and stuff and do some bits and bobs here and there and like really make this guy pop with just a little bit of black ink on there would be nice. So that's some nice molded in tank treads. Again, you know, they're both really good about concealing their robot mode. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, they kind of transform very, very similarly. Let's go ahead and get into the transformation, actually, why don't we? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Generations Warpath. And first, there we go. We get his head reveal out real quick because there was times in the cartoon where he would do exactly that, and it's funny when he does that. Mine, I modified it. There was originally a plastic bit on the inside to prevent it from coming out, but I took it apart and sliced it off, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So first to transform, we're going to come up here to this gray spot. You're going to unpeg that and just lift that all the way. Back in here, you're going to see his waist. Now his legs are folded in such a way that he's basically sitting down whenever he's in tank mode, which isn't fine, which isn't bad. That's Warpath, all right? But you're going to use his hip joints to straighten out his legs completely. Then come down here to his legs and pull his legs apart. There's tabs on both sides. Now this is fun. You have to pull it slightly away. There's just enough flex in this joint up here that you could twist it and jam it into place, but you don't need to. You don't need to. You just gently pull it away, and then you fold it down and swing it. Dude, I swear, back in the day, this little movement impressed me so much. And it reveals some nice tech detail. Oh, no, that's the same on the inside leg. Okay, so, like, let's see it from the front here, okay? You're going to pull it away slightly, pull the tank tread down, and then flip that into place. Look at that. Oh, that is just wonderful, dude. Okay, so come up here to the arms. And then this part right here, you're going to fold away this silver piece here. You're going to swing that arm down and then flip out the hand. Close that back up. Look, dude, you see that? That is cool. Let's go ahead and look at that from another angle. Open it up, bring it down, flip out the hand. Come on, flip the hand, and close it. Dude, look, and I just had a great idea. Sometime I should figure out some way to use this like some type of power armor suit. That would look really funny, actually. So, that closes over. And then this tab is going to go right here into this hole right here in his crotch. And back here is his transformation joint between the shoulders. Look at this. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. You gotta make sure his turret's straight. If his turret's turned to the side, it won't fold over. It's just gonna block itself in. Let me do this again. Wow, it looks cool. Look at this. It looks cool. Oh, I know my thumb was in the way the entire time, but it looked cool. And here we have him in his robot mode, and oh, he looks awesome. But first, put him over there. And we're going to bring back in the Kingdom Wars Warpath. And yes, Homeboy's got parts for me. This whole thing. Yes, it becomes a shield. And it's got a cool little mounting point for an effect part. So you can make it look like he got shot. But like, it's a chunk of tank. If you lose this, you've lost a nice, look at that. Yeah, that's not good. So, before we get further in transformation, oh, no, there's an extra step. You have to come back here to the back of his tank turret. You got to fold that out. Some nice molded in detail. Then you can flip that up, close that, and push the barrel all the way in. Though, if he was doing that, he'd have it like this, and that still looks really cool. Come back here. And this little panel here, you need to push in and then fold that down like that. So that has to get cleared out of the way so that all this other stuff can move around. Then we can go ahead and come back here and you can pull that backwards to loosen things up and get his arms out. And then pull his legs apart up here. Now this isn't fun. You're going to start by pulling these panels down. Then come out here to the side. And there's a separate hinge right here that folds the tread out. Then you bring the tread down on this hinge. Okay, what is it next? What is it next? This whole thing wraps around. This whole thing hinges around. Then you bring that foot back up and fold this panel in this way. Then this folds in. And then we got to turn the leg all the way around. That was like, what, 10 steps for just the leg? Open that back up. Hinge it down. Fold it around. Fold that panel in. Close. No, that panel has to go like this. No. That panel goes all the way around. There we go. There we go. And then you still got to reorientate the leg. The legs are way more complicated. Just so you can do that. Oh my goodness. And then fold up the rest of the tank chassis. Bend the elbows. Fold down those panel plates. And there we have them in his robot mode. He's got a bunch of good siege ports all over. He's got 6, 2 on each arm, 1 on the leg, 1 in his back, and 1 in each foot. So you could really armor this guy up if you're so inclined. we can take his shield and mount it on his back if you want. But you're really better off mounting it on his forearm. That way he can really use it more as like a battering ram kind of gauntlet punching thing. And this panel fell off. That panel will fall off quite often. So now we have him in his robot mode. And let me go ahead and bring in my comparison shots. Film Noir Spider-Man, Soda Can, Scourge, Hubcap. And the Carbots. Let's talk articulation and so like him in his robot mode, the only stuff he exposes are his upper arms, his upper thighs, and his head. Everything becomes robot. Okay, he exposes his back, but like 90, 70, 80% of his vehicle becomes robot mode. That is really, really good stuff right there, man. That head sculpt, I like that head sculpt. It's Cybertronian Warpath. I like how his shoulder weapons are transformed straight off of his tank. He's got swivel here at the shoulder. He's got an in and out, basically making that a universal joint. He's got an above the elbow swivel. He's got a nice elbow bend. Look at those big old chunky arms. Not really, that's inappropriate. Not really much articulation at the wrist. I modified that so that he could wield it as a weapon. And the missile, I chopped shorter. A lot of people did that. And I jammed the missile in the other tip here. Again, I don't got the missile with me right now. It's all put away, as it should be. These are, yes, modifications. And I will show those off in another video with another bot. So look forward to that. There is no waist joint, unfortunately. However, he's got these huge ball-jointed hips with these nice knees. And he can still use that hinge down there. He doesn't have anything in the ankles, unfortunately. But, like, it's all from the transformation. And you can still get some really... You can get the Kaplowy pose. Where he stands up and he holds his chest out and he sticks his barrel out. And he just goes, Klabloom! And really, that's all you need with this guy. He can do the Klabloom. And he can swing back and forth. That's his action feature. He's got recoil action feature. This guy, yes, he's noticeably shorter. He's got a more G1 accurate head sculpt. He's got a nice ball-jointed neck. Like, a lot of stuff gets exposed. His shoulders, well, he's got similar transformation to the other one. But, like, they overcomplicated it, and they over-detailed it in their effort to get a G1 accurate or a realistically accurate. Like, you saw how complicated those hips were. All so that he can do this. And that even, I don't think you're even supposed to do that. He can't move it forward. He can just spread his legs out really well. And then you can extend his barrel out. And he can do the same Klablowy, just a little bit more exaggerated. He came out in 2010. He came out 8 years later. I think the older figure holds up better. The transformation is more effective. The transformation is more enjoyable. He's all around a more fun figure. His legs are all overcomplicated. His back is overcomplicated. But he's much more G1 accurate, and his vehicle mode has a lot more realism to it. So, what do you want? Do you want a fun figure? Or do you want an overly complicated but screen accurate and physically accurate to a real world transformer? I mean, real world tank. It's going to be entirely up to you. However, he goes for a pretty decent price on eBay, only about $15 to $20. And he's about the same price. So, they're both good figures. honestly, I prefer the Generations one over the Kingdom Wars one, but I'm happy with both of them. I've been Colwen. This has been Kingdom Wars 2018 Warpath compared with Generations 2010 Warpath. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.